Hey guys, I know it's late, but this is when I could get things done. So
Hey, Mom.
I'm gonna go through and tag some people. Yes, honey.
What?
What?
The lizard that he got, it dropped his tail.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. My husband and kid are apparently playing with a lizard outside. I have no idea what's going on, but I was tagging people and then completely got distracted. So tag your team members. Let me know that you're popping on here. I'm going to share with you guys what I am sending in my November mail so that you guys know. And as a leader, you should never do anything alone, which I'm not really great at that because I like being alone. I'm just going to be honest. But since I was doing this late at night, and I'm not typically doing that, I decided to slow my roll and come tag you guys. So let me know if you're watching this or the replay. I apologize. I feel like I've been talking a lot at the beginning of this. Okay, so I'm going to share really quick about what I'm doing for my customer mail. Anything that you see is pretty much readily available. I will upload 2 of the documents that I'm going to talk to you about. But one thing I want to share is that I learned how to print on my envelopes. Took a long time for me to figure it out, but it saved me a lot of time with having to stamp. And then I also figured out how to mail merge and print my addresses on my envelopes. If you're just starting, please don't waste your time doing that. But if you have a lot of mail outs at one time, it made a lot of sense for me to figure it out. So if you are just starting, you want to make sure that you are mailing things very cost efficiently. I actually watched a training from Jennifer Anderson, I guess the end of last week about customer mail, and if she gave a great suggestion of just sending the postcards that you can get in the Scentsy Success Store and put a scratch and sniff sticker on them, because you can send it with a postcard stamp. And you can tell your people thank you. So you don't have to go and spend a bunch of money, especially if you just joined. You need to not spend your family money on Scentsy. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing, but remember, these people that I'm sending mail to are buying from me. They're buying from me consistently. I'm building a relationship with them. And guys, remember, if you are doing customer mail and you are making samples and you are not doing the work to follow up with them, you might as well light a $5 bill and hang it out the window. Because if you're not going to do the work after you mail them and after you make them and do all of that, it's never going to be income producing. Because most people aren't going to wake up and think about Scentsy and think about trying to order, right? If they do wake up and think about that, they need to join, right? So it is your job as the consultant, once you mail something or once you give a sample to someone, you follow up with them. If you are looking for wording on how to follow up with somebody, guys, you don't have to just watch Scentsy training. And I think sometimes that's where people get really like caught up. Like, you can look at or watch YouTube videos on following up with customers just in a sales-based business, following up with customers in network marketing. It doesn't just have to be a Scentsy training. I don't always watch Scentsy trainings because you have to educate yourself in your business. And yes, this business is Scentsy, but remember that there's other avenues. So if you know you're weak in wording, watch some training, come up with some things that sound like you. And when you follow up with somebody, you don't always have to ask for a sale. Ask them how they like it. If they're not ready to order, and I posted this in our team page earlier today, I watched a thing about referrals. Give your customer or the person you sent a sample to a post to share on their social media about how they liked the scent, if they liked it. Guys, that's a great idea. Give them a picture that you took, not just from the workstation. Take a picture of your mail outs. Take a picture of your sample. Take a picture of you with the selfie with the bar. Take some styled photos of the bar. And if your customer says that they like it, even if they don't want to order, they can post on their Facebook, their social media for you, and you give them the post. And then when they post it, that's opening up a whole nother avenue. And you should let them know, like, thank you. That didn't cost you anything but your time. But I appreciate you for doing that for me, because the more my name gets out there, the more people that I can reach. And if someone comments on it, you go and comment. You go and take over that post. So train yourself on things other than just Scentsy, okay? If you are doing customer mail, you have to follow up. That means you need a system. That means that if you don't know who you just mailed 25 jeweled pomegranate scents to because you think you're going to remember, that's not a system. It's not. You won't remember, or you'll send somebody something this month, but it got lost in the bottom of their junk mail and they find it next month. And they want to order, but they don't remember the name because they threw it away. And then you're not going to remember because you don't have any way that you have written it down for you to go figure it out. And you don't have any way for you to hold yourself accountable. And if you aren't following up and asking your customers if they liked everything that came in their order, if they got everything, etc., you need to do that. I definitely suggest the AMI app. If you don't like the AMI app, there are tons of other customer follow-up systems out there for network marketing and direct sales, but AMI has been created specifically for us, and it links directly with the workstation, so I highly suggest it. But I would also suggest going in and making sure that you are like editing the notifications and when you want it to tell you to do things. So, does anybody have any questions so far? I know the question will come up here in just a few about how much it's going to cost to mail things. The biggest advice I can give you is to get a scale, just like a little postage scale. Get a scale and know how much your things cost or how much your things weigh, because the weight is what matters and the size of the package is what matters. So I can't just tell you, hey, this cost 65 cents, because your envelope may be different, your weight may be different. Like you have to weigh it. That's the first thing. Do not go invest. I use stamps.com, but that is because I've been doing this business for a really long time and I need the write-off because stamps.com is a subscription service. I never suggest for anybody to sign up for something that is a recurring payment until you're making a decent amount of money. Let me tell you what I used to do when I first started. When I first started, I would go to the post office once a month. And yeah, I'm saying once a month because I hell hate the post office. And I would spend $50 on a roll of forever stamps. Okay? So I would budget that. And when I first started, I didn't always use $50 in 1 month. $50 in 1 month is a good amount of money, right? So I would use that roll so that I could mail my scent of the month and my thank you mail without having to go to the post office, because going to the post office after work was just not the thing that I wanted to do, and it was a rush and it was always a long line and it just wasn't fun. So that is what I did for that. The other thing that I can say is if you have things that are not envelopes, like you have packages that you need to mail, use Pirate Ship. It's spelled just like it's said. That is a free website. Hope I'm not, can you just print stamps on Pirate Ship? Because I'm not sure. But Pirate Ship is free for you to ship like postage. So you can weigh it at home, you can measure it, you can do all of those things right at home. Okay? I have a big mailbox. You don't have to go get a big mailbox. You can schedule a pickup at your house. And what my girlfriend does is she just has a big bin that she puts hers out right next to her door when she does her pickups, because she lives pretty far from town and she doesn't have a big mailbox. So you can absolutely do that. But I would definitely suggest educating yourself on that. I know postage is going to be going up. I want to say it's like going up now. So like I said, I'm not going to give you prices on it, but that is my biggest suggestion, is to have a scale, because the scale is what I kind of use to say what I'm going to put in my mail outs. Okay. So the mail out that I'm going to show you right now, these are my like cent of the month mail outs. This means that, either they ordered earlier in the month from me, or they've ordered within the last like 3 months or so, and they're not local. Most of my local people, I'm putting all of these things in their bags that I'm delivering. I don't go and just mail all of those things to my local people. I've worked really, really hard on getting customers that don't live here, because that's really how you're going to grow your customer base and grow your business, is by finding people that don't live near you that you never knew. So that's something that's why I'm doing it this way. Now, once again, I'm going to say this again. If you just joined, you do not need to go and send all of these things. You need to keep it simple. You need to make it you. Okay. So, also last thing I'm going to add is if they are ordering online from me, I do send them like a handwritten thank you note, scent circle samples, stuff like that. Okay. So you need to decide what's going to work for you for sending mail like that. I can't tell you what's going to work for you, because what works for me is not going to work for everybody else. So this is what I'm sending. I use these invitation envelopes. You do not have to use these. You can use the regular size envelopes, like the letter size. The reason why I use these is because I have postcards, and sometimes the postcards won't fit in a envelope like that. So the first thing I am sending is a November scent and warmer of the month printout. I do have these, but once again, weight is money with mail outs. And so I usually save these for my locals, just because it's heavier and it's easier for me to just pop in their order, and I don't have to fold it, because I have to fold these. So it's like you got to pick your battles on which thing you want to do. So if you don't have a printer at home and you subscribe to Scent of the Month, do these and use I don't even have regular envelopes. Like an envelope like a bill would come in, right? And then you don't have to fold it. You could just put this directly in there. So it's up to you what you do for that. Once again, you can get stickers and just send a postcard with a scratch and sniff sticker. Do not feel like you need to go spend a bunch of money, because sending a postcard is 35 cents. Okay. So I make felt samples. There's a million videos on felt samples out there. Okay. Scentsy Club information. This is in our team page. This is on my Google Drive. I think Christina Stainbrook was the one that first made this. I made this on Vistaprint. I just copied and pasted it right in there when there was a sale. Everybody gets Scentsy Club information. Doesn't matter if they got it last month. They're getting Scentsy Club information. Okay. I have this I Choose Scentsy paper that just tells them why I choose Scentsy, a little bit about me. and top 10 reasons to join our Scent Squad. Scentsy Club and Join Info goes in every single person's mail out. Every time. I do, because I have been doing this a long time, I have multiple different join little things. You don't have to do that. You could use the same things over and over. Or if you print at home, you could just 1 month do one like this, the next month do one different. Or you can just use the brochures from Scentsy Family Store. You can get a sticker. They have stickers, I think, in the store that say like join my team or whatever. You just need to start planting that seed right away. Okay? I have the buddy drive that I am doing that's been posted on our team page. On the back, it just has some of my stuff. Okay? That's going in everybody's mail out. I have a personalized fragrance flower little flyer that I made. The template, I think for this, it's not exact this one, there's another one that doesn't have my picture on it. And my QR code right here takes them to my website, to the fragrance flower landing page, because I didn't want to put scents on this, because I wanted to be able to use this without having to worry about what scents were available or when seasons changed. Okay? I'm sending that this month because I don't have a lot of people that buy fragrance flowers, and I feel like that's something that I'm missing the mark in. Okay? I made this gift bundle flyer, and these are the different gift bundles that I'm going to be offering. So November 1st hits, everybody's talking about gifts and gift bundles, and I will share the generic version of that on our team page as well. And then I do just like another little sample. This is a sample of one of the new releases. It's felt. It is in one of those holographic bags because it's a smell-proof bag. And if you start mailing a bunch of different scents together and they're just in these plastic bags, the scents will transfer. Okay, I'm doing a little bit more with this mail out just because I'm talking about fundraisers and gifts. I wanted to make sure that I was giving back to my people. And then the last thing that I'm doing, I haven't really shared a whole lot about this yet because I want to get some feedback from my customers to see how they liked it. But these are my new counter clean samples. I'm still going to do the bottles for my customers who spend a lot of money, but this is flat. Okay, so I could put this in this envelope and mail it. And what this is like one of those like handy wipes, like the reusable wipes. I know Clorox makes them, not the ones that already have Clorox on them, but they're just like, usually they're blue and they're reusable. Okay, and this is a vacuum seal or like a heat seal bag. So what I did was I took those wipes and I cut them down smaller and folded them, and then I sprayed counter clean on this in the bag, so probably like 4 or 5 sprays, and then I heat sealed it. And then right here it just says Blue Grotto Counter Clean, gives them the information, and then the QR takes them to my website for the Counter Clean landing page. So what I'm gonna make sure that I do when my customers get this is I'm specifically going to be asking them how this counter clean sample worked. Because if they didn't feel like it was worth it, I'm not going to keep making them and keep sending them. But I'm always trying new things, and I'm like, people that don't spend a ton of money aren't getting counter clean samples from me that aren't local because it costs too much to ship them, because you have to put them in a package. You can't mail them as an envelope. So this kind of gave me an option to see, because guys, like, people aren't going to spend $10 on cleaner without trying it unless they're just really, really obsessed with a scent. But like I said, I'm still going to do the bottles. My local people get bottles, and I feel like that's why I sell a ton of counter clean and Scentsy Fresh. But I'm going to try this out, so I'll let you guys know. But all of this goes into just a regular envelope, right? And then I'm closing up my envelope, and let me show you my sticker. I try to do a different sticker every month on the outside. Please don't feel like you have to. You don't even have to do a sticker on the outside. I used to not do anything. I was super, super, super plain Jane, get it done as quick as I could. And my business still thrived. If I would have tried to do all of this when I was working full-time and teaching full-time, I would have quit because I didn't have time to make those things. If I found something that worked for me, great. If not, I just found some stickers. I like stickers. I think it's a teacher thing. But like, you can get stars. You can get any kind of, like, you can buy stickers. The only reason why I'm saying stickers is because we all know that sometimes envelopes don't close all the way. I like putting a sticker on the outside of it. Another great idea is put the scratch and sniff stickers on the outside. How many of us have those scratch and sniff stickers left over from previous scents? Put it on the outside to close your envelope, okay? But this is how I usually, like last month I did one that says Happy Mail. This is what I am doing this month. I'm going to read it to you. I found this from Jennifer Anderson's Customer Mail Out YouTube. If you go to her YouTube video down below, you're going to see printouts that she shared, and that's where it was. SSDs watch training and learn things every single day. And if they're not, their business isn't growing. So don't think that I'm up here like doing all the things and just chilling, because I'm watching videos and learning too. This is a personal special. Let me say that again. This is a personal special. You do not have to do this. I cannot advertise this publicly. So I can't go and take a picture of this and post it on my social media because it's a personal special. But because this is one-on-one communication with my customer, I can tell them this, okay? So don't let me see anybody on our team going and getting turned into compliance because they're offering something that's a personal special in public, because we're not allowed to do that, okay? So this says any warmer of your choice for free up to a $40 value by booking an online party with me. It'll be super fun and easy. You don't have to clean your house. Invite your friends online. I'll do the rest. We'll rack up some incredible rewards and have the best time doing it. And then at the bottom, it has a little star and it says offer valid on parties of $200 or more. It is super important anytime that you offer a personal special like that, that you say that they have to meet the minimum requirement of $200. Now, I am doing this by using the perpetual party reward to purchase that warmer. Yes, it's money coming out of my pocket. Number one, it's a business write-off. And number two, I'm hoping that the people that take me up on this offer will introduce me to tons of new customers. Because guys, you always have to be growing your market, growing your network. If you're not, and your PRV is struggling, that's why. You can't continue to ask the exact same people over and over and over and over and over again and expect them to continue to need Scentsy every single month. You have to grow your network. I don't do specials like that often, but it's about to be November. People are ready to spend money on Christmas presents. Online parties, for me, right now, that's where it's at, because I don't have to worry about what's in stock and what's not. They can look at the website and order it. So I'm trying to hustle some online parties, and I don't mind doing a warmer for free if they're meeting the minimum requirement. So just make sure that is, if you decide to do something like that, say that. And if you don't want to spend $20, you don't have to. Do a mini warmer for free. Give them, and honestly, what I used to do also when I first joined, I just gave them the perpetual party reward. I said, I'll give you an extra half off if you host a party this month. I would give them the perpetual party, and there's no money out of my pocket. So don't feel like you have to go and spend a ton of money to grow your customer base either. But you do have to be intentional. And I can't just put this sticker on here and expect everybody that I mailed this to book a party. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say yet when I follow up with these people, but I'm going to ask them about that counter clean. I'm going to ask them if they saw the sticker about the free warmer. I'm going to ask them how they like the scents. I'm not just going to say, hey, did you get the mail I sent you? So remember that you always have to learn and grow. And I am the most awkward person on the face of the planet. Don't believe me? Ask any of my friends. I always say something stupid, or we do like an awkward hug or an awkward handshake, or like I'm just one of those people where just stupid stuff comes out of my mouth because it just happens. I'm not good at stuff like that. So, but know that I've had to work hard at finding a way to be better at it so that my business can thrive. So remember that, okay? Does anybody have any other questions about my November customer mail before I pop off of here? Remember, if you're not following up with these people after you send them samples, you're throwing your money away. You're throwing your money away. Stop sending samples to people that aren't spending money. If somebody's asking you for samples, but you know that they're homegirl's customer from down the road, don't be scared to ask her, hey, aren't you so-and-so's customer? I sure don't want to steal you from her. It's not you being bad. We don't steal people's customers around here anyway, but you also know that there's going to be people that just want to take and take and take. And this takes your time. This takes your money. So anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. Look in the Google Drive, look in my link tree for Amazon finds. You'll see most of everything there. Tomorrow, I will make sure that my holiday bundle thing gets posted in my team page and on my Google Drive once I take my info off of it. And yeah. All right. Love y'all. Good night.